Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday morning here on the East Coast. I wanted to bring you guys up to date on some very active weather going across the nation at the moment. The first thing I want to touch on a small topic that came up in the forums, is that the sun is the source of energy for everything on Earth. When I've said the Earth heats the atmosphere, that is true, but it is the sun that's heating the Earth, and so by extension, the sun is still heating the atmosphere, but only via the Earth. And when we're talking about the atmosphere, we're talking about the lowest part of the atmosphere. So just a point of clarification, the sun is still the reason why the Earth is warm in the first place. So let's jump to weather. The first thing is we have a tropical storm already in May. This is pretty intense. This is intense in the scheme of hurricane season doesn't start for another couple of months. So the tropical storm Ana is going to actually affect a couple of students in class. So it probably will most impact Stephanie Bruner, who lives in Jacksonville, North Carolina. That storm looks to hit her. It's not going to be it doesn't seem like too significant of an event at the moment, but there's still sustained winds at 50 knots at the center of the storm, and there's certainly quite a bit of rainfall. Brett might also be impacted from it. Alexis, maybe. I think he might be a little too far south, and then eventually it will ride up along the East Coast. So big event in the scheme of the season. It's very early for that to happen. Next, it has been a wild few days of weather in Oklahoma and much of the Midwest and the Great Plains. There have been days on end of severe weather, hail, and tornadoes, some high wind reports as well. There is a bowling ball of cold air in the upper atmosphere that is slowly swinging around in the atmosphere here. This is kind of the motion. Follow the cursor here. These dark blue colors are the cold parts of the upper atmosphere, and that's swinging across into the upper plain, or the Great Plains right now, and that's been causing a lot of severe weather in that area. And interesting enough, that's still going on today. If you go to the Storm Prediction Center, there is an enhanced outlook for severe weather as well today. So that could be affecting Mike Cheney. So Mike, maybe you'll have to let us know the temperatures at the surface, because they're cold in the upper atmosphere, but let us know what the temperatures are like near the surface. Are they warm? Because that's something called instability that needs to set up to create severe thunderstorms. So tornadoes and hail, again, are possible today. So I want to finish off something. Emergency managers might find this very interesting. I have here playing an animation, a radar animation from May 6th, so just this past week. What I want to point out here, so a radar image shows the intensity of rainfall over a particular location by how warm the colors are. So reds are more rainfall, greens are less rainfall, and then where it's black, there's nothing that the radar is picking up. This is Oklahoma City. So this is the scenario, especially emergency managers, but I'd like to hear from everybody. You have what are called training storms, and in this case, training supercells. And supercells are rotating storms. Let me stop at an image, and I'll show you how you can tell it's rotating. If you look real closely here, it kind of spirals in. That is an indication that this storm is rotating, and there is a tornado in there. So when I play this again, you'll notice that this area keeps receiving rain and rain and rain and rain, and this loop is over 6 hours long. So over that 6 hours, some of these locations got 7 inches of rain. If you also notice, there are a lot of these little hooks and spirals that keep going on in these locations. What Oklahoma had was 7 inches of rain in that location, flash flooding, and tornadoes all at the same time. What do you as an emergency manager do to handle that situation? People cannot go to their storm shelters because they're starting to flood. Do you plan for that situation? How do you deal with that situation? I'd be interested to hear what everybody thinks. That's a very interesting scenario to deal with. The funny thing is, on top of that, they actually had a small earthquake. So it's been fun times in Oklahoma. In any case, I wanted to bring you guys up to speed on some of the things that were going around the nation and what students are affected. If you have any questions, just let me know.